Hello, boys, girls, and MBs. Welcome back to the drama stream. It's been a freaking minute. How's everyone doing? Hope you're having a good evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are in this big old world. There's not that much to cover. I mean, there's the Jimmy Kimmel thing I wanted to scratch on. There's the Try Guys situation, which I was going to talk about it on stream, but I think I have to make a video about this. Because people love the Try Guys content that I make a lot. It's like some of my most viewed stuff, and when I make a video talking about it, people are like, oh man, make another video about it. And I'll even show you here whenever I talk about it. Oh, I don't know where the whole thing... do you remember when Ned Fulmer cheated on his wife? He was the Try Guy that was the wife guy. He was famously the wife guy. I feel like the music's a little loud, right? Just a little loud. Ass Man Gold. It's been a freaking minute. How are you? Good to see you in here. Seriously, I'm happy to see you. Is it late? Aren't you from Aussie or something like that? And you said it's like really late where you're at, or really early maybe. One of the two. I thought that was you. Maybe it wasn't. I thought so. I'm drinking Waterloo mocktail pina colada. It's very good, specially ordered on Amazon. 1 p.m. in Aussie. Okay, so I was right on the Aussie front. I was wrong on the timing. It's the afternoon there. I saw this clip. Okay, usually before I stream, I don't usually make a thumbnail like this one, first off. So thank you for joining. It's Friday. God damn. Australia is somewhere I really want to visit. I've been there before, but I want to go again to another part of it. But when I was looking for stuff to talk about on stream, somehow on my Facebook, and just this is what popped up on my Facebook. Wi-Fi, what's up? And I have like lost my mind. This clip is... I understand where the no politic here meme came from now. Blender, what's up? How are you guys? God damn, I need to do more chill streams like this. Where we just fucking hang out and have a good time together. We need a little bit of that in this world right now. There's a lot going on. But holy fuck, I finally understand where the no politic here meme comes from. Has anyone heard that? And they've been like, where's that meme?
Just talking about football.
You guys hear that?
I'm just talking about football.
No politic here. I was always wondering where that came from. Had the best time at Comic-Con? Oh, that's right. That happened. I did see that. That's super sick. Glad to hear that. I know there's like a bunch of other ones that happen. I think this is one of them that's either going to happen or about to happen. Oh, it already did. It just happened. They had ShoeCon, SneakerCon. ShoeCon is about to happen in SneakerCon is about to happen, or did happen in Los Angeles already. It happened in Chicago in June, and then they have another one coming up in Chicago. I think that's 27th. This is like the time of year that all the cons come up, like for everything, like Tattoo this. It's really cool. Each of those things, I don't know if anyone else in chat attends that kind of thing. I personally don't, but I went to SneakerCon one year. That's why I know about it. It's cool. It's like a really community gatherings type thing. Okay, chat, did you guys see this? I feel like I should just make a video about it, because it might be a bit long. 1 in chat if you saw this. 2 in chat if you didn't see this. Because, like I said, people love when I talk about this. This is like what people know me for talking about on my channel. 2, no. It's like kind of a lie. It's like kind of a little bit too no. What about you, Wi-Fi? Wi-Fi, you been to Perth? God damn. Lucky mofo. I want to go to Perth. Real quickly, too. Oh, you guys haven't seen this. Also, I don't know if I'm going to talk about this or not, but what the hell is happening in my Discord? Like, my Discord is, like, turning, like, the general section turned into a debate section. I didn't really open it up to debate, but it turned into, like, debate. Did you guys see this shit? It's, like, kind of, like, annoying for other chatters. So maybe you guys, I don't know. I don't know if there needs to be, like, a debate channel for chatters that want to debate. They can debate in there. I didn't know I had people here that were... I haven't looked recently. I didn't know I had people here that were, like, that interested in debate, to be honest. I knew that we have, like, there's people in chat that we don't align exactly bar for bar, but agree on, like, 7 out of 10 things. So I suspect that that's where some of the disagreement came from. Debate channel would be good. Debate's your favorite niche. All right, chat. You're getting a little present. You're getting a little present from me, all right? Here you go. Debate channel. All right, there you go, chatters. If you want to debate, I'm making a debate channel. It'll be a text channel for now. There you go. There you go. Debate channel, all right? If you guys want to debate, I'm going to put it in general. Debate channel open. Debate channel open for debate chatters. All right, there you go. New channel. All right, there you go. There you go. Little early Christmas present from me. Do you guys want to dive into this? Maybe I'll show you the Jimmy Kimmel thing, because I assume you guys saw the Jimmy Kimmel thing. This is fucking insane. I was not a watcher of Jimmy Kimmel. I actually, like, watch him through other streamers that watched him. But Barack Obama responded to his cancellation. And you're going to say, well, what was his cancellation over? Why did he get taken off the platform? We might disagree on today on the topic. At least you're a respectful chatter, okay? If you're... I think that's why, like, there was a stream where you came into and you and I, like, duked it out a little bit, and then we agreed on, like, 7 out of 10 things. So I was like, you're welcome here to chill, but just be respectful, and you've been respectful. So, that's what matters, as long as you respect people. And you be nice, don't be misogynistic, racist, homophobic, transphobic, all that good stuff, then you're chilling. All right. Check it out.
We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it. In between the finger pointing, there was grieving. On Friday, the White House...
Can I get one in chat if you have not seen Jimmy Kimmel? 2 if you have. Like, as in, like, a regular watcher. Like, is it something that you tune into day in, day out? Or do you just know of Jimmy Kimmel via the internet? You know? Okay, so no. We got 1 no. Because for me, like, it seems like something I would watch in the same way that I watch Jimmy Fallon or the same way that I watch other late night shows, but nope. Also, I changed the setting on stream tonight. Hopefully it'll be only watch YouTube. Okay. Justin, what's up? God, the whole fucking... I need to do more community nights. Whenever I do easygoing nights like this, the people show up. The last Jimmy Kimmel thing I watched was the Man Show on Comedy Central as a kid. That's what I'm saying. Me too. I remember watching him when I was, like, actively when I was, like, 13, 14 maybe.
Flew the flags at half staff, which got some criticism, but on a human level, you can see how hard the president is taking this.
My condolences on the loss of your friend Charlie Kirk. May I ask, sir, personally, how are you holding up?
I thought this interview was particularly funny because it doesn't even sound like a news anchor asking him this question. Like, it sounds like a TikTok man on the street interview style person, like, hey dude. Not that he really deserves any formal recognition of sorts, but it's just a funny way that he was addressed Just like, hey, dude. I'm used to hearing people say like, hey, Mr. President. And don't get me wrong, I don't think he deserves that recognition, even though he is. He does nothing to deserve anything. But was Kimmel the host? Wasn't Kimmel the host of the man? Yes. Yeah.
Over the last day and a half, sir.
I think very good. And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks? They've just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House, which is something they've been trying to get.
I'll start referencing him as dude only.
For about 150 years, and it's going to be a beauty.
Yes. He's at the fourth stage of grief, construction. Demolition, construction. This is not how an adult grieves the murder of someone he called a friend. This is how a 4-year-old mourns a goldfish, okay?
This is like the lightest joke. And this is what he got banned. This is what he got like taken down for. Like they literally were like, all right, no more Jimmy Kimmel show after that. Like I was expecting to see this clip and for him to say something like insanely racist or like even if it was just like racism or like I don't know, something else. No. That was it. That was why this administration was like, yeah, I think we'll get rid of that show. Crazy, dog. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and act like it was, it took away my life, but I know a lot of people that were very interested in that show, and I don't think he deserved for that to happen. Kind of fucked up. What in the world? Do you guys ever check Twitter and then see what's happening on here? And it's just like it says twa. Damn twa. What is happening, dog? I leave the internet for a little bit and people start making up words. I heard they've been looking for a reason to cancel a show due to ratings. Wait. Yeah, that's also another working theory.
Is this helping?
You know who you look like a little bit?
What?
Oh no.
Sun emote?
Did you guys? Okay. That's another thing. Here's something I want to talk about. What do you guys think on this? While I'm someone that stands firm in being like, I think it's healthy to voice my political opinion and talk about it, right? But I try to like monitor myself a little bit with that because you guys don't come here for politics. I don't consider myself a political streamer by any metric. While I do have political opinions, I think this stream is mainly just for like fun times, for you guys to hang out, and we talk internet drama topics, right? So I do my best to make it more of like a 90-10 kind of thing. And every now and then like political matter comes up. I feel like it's been coming up a lot more than usual lately. And I'm like, in a way, feeling a little bad about it. Because I'm like, maybe I should just like talk back straight to like internet drama for a little bit and then come back. But I think it's important to voice my opinion when such horrible things are happening right now. So it's like almost hard for me to not. You get me? But that's also why I'm like, maybe we just fucking talk about this and have a good old drama time tonight, shall we? Are you guys in the mood? Are you guys in the mood? I want to know, because this is a fucking deep dive. I'm gonna kick the music off. We're gonna go full react mode if you guys are ready. Are we ready for this? I want to know. One's in chat if you're ready. I came for the more politically minded stuff initially. Honestly, that's fair. One, do it. Honestly, I'm not like I said, I don't want to like back off it because it is like a true part in who I am. Like I had a couple of friends call me about politics these past couple days, and I think people are starting to see that it like means something to me. And it's something I feel truly invested in. Especially with the Charlie Kirk thing that's happened. Charlie Kirk shooting that happened. I've had a couple of my black friends call me and be like, so you know that he was like racist, right? And I was like, yeah, I know, and it's really fucked up. And they're like, as a white person, can you explain like why other white people think he was not racist. And there's just like a multitude of clips sorted throughout the internet where he's saying some horribly racist things, and then one of my friends called me today and was like, but he's not racist. It was like one of my white friends. And I'm like, oh my God. So it's like, I mean, all to say, it's like a thing that's very active in my life as well. So I think that's part of the reason why I inevitably end up talking about it. But let's get into this. Like this guy said, just for a moment, not always, just for tonight.
I'm just talking about football.
No politics here, okay?
His output is overwhelmingly racist. Anyone says otherwise isn't someone to be taken seriously. Yeah. And that whole comment, I don't even want to relitigate the comment, but the whole thing about like about Palestine was just like blah, making the worst comments about, and then the worst jokes. Our media is painting him out like he was this beautiful guy, lovely dude. He literally spoke his own demise. Everything I've been hearing says he was racist, and the overwhelming majority of people, like in my lifetime, I have not had a single, in my own experience, I have not had a single black person come up to me and tell me someone was racist, and then for me to like hear into the situation, look it up, or talk to another person from hearing that person being like, this so-and-so person is racist. There's not been a time yet that in my life where I've like heard another opinion and been like, no, that black person that said this person's racist is wrong. Like, that's not been a thing in my life. Every time someone has came to me and been like, so do you think so-and-so is racist? I'm like, oh yeah, of course. Not just off of saying it, but like, it's just always been the case. At least in my life. And I, as a white person, it's sometimes we have blind spots. It's hard for us spot racism. As a white person, you're always going to have blind spots. That's inevitable, and there's nothing we can do as white people to get rid of them. No matter how perfect you think you are, how I don't know, woke, or whatever term you want to use there, you're always gonna have racial blind spots, and it's a fault of the product of who we are. There's no escaping it, unfortunately. You can do your best to try to educate yourself. You can do your best to surround yourself with good people and listen to minorities and people of color and people that come from different backgrounds and educate yourself. That's what you can do. If you can go listen to what Charlie Kirk had to say about black and brown people on the regular and not have a problem with them, you're a racist, period. Yep. And that's... that summed up is what pretty much how a lot of my black friends feel about that, and a lot of my white friends as well. But I do have some white friends that just are like, nope, 100% not racist. I will not even entertain the idea that he's racist. So I think it's hard. I think it's hard for people because we live in clip culture now, So like, X person is racist. What's up, Jay? How you doing? Isn't someone's up for debate, but white people keep acting like it is. I'm brown. Can confirm the man was racist, a white supremacist even. Yeah, exactly. And that's literally, like, that's all you need to hear. Like, bottom line. Here's the problem. Algorithms on the internet. I'm gonna sound like a boomer. Those algorithms and those kids. But no, literally, like, you go on Twitter. Like, if I go on Twitter right now, my Twitter's going to look... Well, Twitter's probably a bad example. Threads. I'm not going to show you my threads because I would be doxxed if I went on there. But my threads is a good example of this. Like, it's very hug-boxy. So, like, everything I see on threads is something that I definitely like. Like, when I go on Twitter now, it's like a wide range assortment of stuff, which is good and bad, but I think we see a lot of like bad stuff mixed with good stuff, and by bad I mean like stuff you wouldn't regularly engage with, and then we see stuff that we would engage with. So between all that, like, you'll see opposing viewpoints sometimes. Some people block that stuff out and they only see the stuff they agree with, so it makes it infinitely harder to it makes it infinitely harder to arrive at your own conclusion when there's so many different conclusions presented to you that it's easy to see, well, so-and-so that I like said this, so I'm going to agree with it, right? Like, I think some chatters, even in my own community, have expressed that I watch Hassan, but some chatters in here have said, maybe you should look and do your own research before you, like, agree with what he has to say, right? And then I have, in those instances, and then pretty much arrived back at the thing that he was saying. Minus plus or take a couple other points that were added to it that maybe weren't addressed in the moment, but still relay the same talking point. But there's been other cases with other content online that I've disagreed with something, and then another viewpoint was presented to me, and I was like, now I kind of understand it a little bit. Like, I think you guys have been in these streams where stuff like that has happened, where, like, maybe I arrived at the wrong conclusion. But anyway, that we view politics through the lens of clips online is what I'm trying to say. That whole discussion was to be said that we view, a lot of us are guilty of viewing politics through the lens of clips. We get clips of Donald Trump, clips of Charlie Kirk, we get clips of Biden, we get clips of Hassan, we get clips of political commentators online, and we're forced to be like, well, that's what I think of this person because of this clip. I don't think it's correct. I don't think that's like a good way to have a healthy discussion in politics, you know? And I think that's why you always hear people talk about, like, organizing, and you hear people talk about having discussions with your friends and open discussion with family if your family's not insane about it. But moving on. What did this guy say?
No, I'm just talking about football. I'm just talking about football.
Rally the best, no politic here.
No politic here. No politic here. Moving on. Let's do it. I was not going to do it. You chatters. Happy Hispanic Heritage Month. Happy Hispanic Heritage Month. There we go. I think the parades are still live and alive in Chicago. All right, chatters. Sorry, now we're going to lock in. Are you guys ready? You guys ready to lock in? Australia ass man gold over here is like, fuck those American politics. Lucky you living in, isn't it pretty clean out in Australia? It was clean in the part that I was in, and then I saw a streamer I watched go there, and she was like, it's very clean. I was like, oh my god. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. I turn my La Musica off. All right. Ones. Let's get some ones in chat. If you guys are excited and if you're freaking ready. I'm not going until I see a bunch of ones in chat. I'm waiting. Spam ones. One. Let's go. One. I think I turned ads off tonight too. I usually just leave it on like the ones. All right. Justin, are you ready? Wi-Fi is ready. Blender's ready. Yes and no, depending on where you live. Like anywhere else, yeah. It's fucking awesome. All right. We got the ones. All right. So, I have no idea who this person is. Glad you said that. All right. Ned Fulmer was married to Ariel Fulmer. Ariel Fulmer was his wife. Long story short, he was a guy on the Try Guys. Try Guys turns ads off. God damn it. YouTube, okay. YouTube will... Oh my God. Okay. Let me check that. YouTube sometimes does this. You turn ads off, and then they literally leave... Let's see. Customization. Oh, I thought that was off. Okay, manual. Can you do off? Scheduled? Okay. Automatic. I thought that was off. I hit low, it turns out. You can't turn them off. Awesome. I love YouTube for that. All right. Great. Well, they're on low, so it's usually on medium. That's like the one they give you. So, all right, let's do it. I should change my stream title. Okay, stream title's changing. We got come up with an F. Did stream F? Is there an F? All right, we're gonna do Ned Fulmer breaks his silence. And it's awkward. All right, there's the title. Ned Fulmer, wife guy, talks and breaks his silence. Is the F gone? All right, there we go. We're all fixed up. Let's do it. Let's freaking do it. So Ned Fulmer is a guy that was on the Try Guys. Try Guys is a YouTube channel where they all try out some fun, wacky, crazy thing. And he was one of the Try Guys. He was very outspoken about his wife, Ariel Fulmer, and he'd always mention her. Like, there'd be other podcasts with him, and he'd be like, oh, my wife this, my wife that. Like, I love my wife, blah, 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 blah. It felt a little over the top, I'll say, a little much. And I was always suspicious about it. And then I made a video on my channel, for anyone that wants to go back. I believe I made a video where he cheated on her with the Try Guys producer. And it was like a whole thing. And then people were like onto him, but he stayed silent on it, didn't really talk about it. People were like, but we saw you do this. Like, there was like a video clip where people saw it happen, but he never responded to it. So 3 years later, here we are, and he's freshly cutting up a video called A Conversation with Ariel Fulmer in his podcast that he now started. This is, mind you, chatters, this is his first video on this rock bottom with Ned Fulmer. And a lot of people are saying it feels suspicious that he did this because obviously he knew it would get attention, but his first podcast back is with the wife that he cheated on. She's literally in the video. And I don't think we've ever seen a time yet where someone is doing a podcast with the partner that they cheated on. Now, they were married and they had kids, so it's that dynamic of like they have to find times to like see each other and still, you know, have custody over the kids and all that sort of thing. So in this, they mention how they like will go on vacation together sometimes and like do certain things together, but they're not like together. But they get into the whole dynamic of it in this, and it's very bizarre. This is like a one-of-a-kind content, and a lot of people have a yuck for it because they're like, so you basically marketed the wife that you cheated on to grow a platform because why else is it called rock bottom is what a lot of people are saying. Many people are saying this. But a lot of people are concerned for her and are feeling really bad for her, rightfully so, and being like, well, dude, you used her to market your podcast to make a little extra money. And I don't know, a lot of people in the comments are like, you should give her all the ad rev money. And I'm like, yeah, probably. And people have other theories, and they're like, maybe they're splitting the money for the kids. I don't know. I really don't know. It's a weird one. Let's get into it. All right.
Hi, I'm Ned Fulmer. 3 years ago, I cheated on my wife with my producer. It became a massive public scandal that caused a lot of pain to a lot of people. I know that I represented myself as a kind of wife guy who talked about his relationship and put that out there for public consumption. And you, as a viewer, I know that I broke your trust. I betrayed my spouse, co-workers, friends, family, and I betrayed you. And I know it's not just about cheating, that I was a company owner and having a relationship with a producer, was engaged and friends with all of our friends and coworkers. It was understandably a messy and devastating situation for everyone involved. And
This feels really weird. Never trust a white man. Well, you lost your trust in me tonight. This is very odd because I think in another dynamic where this is not the conversation, where someone's admitting to something, you'd be like, wow, like I cannot believe this person had the guts to get in front of the camera. But I don't feel that way in this instance. Like, I really don't. I'm more just like, you kind of did this for your own, like, you made this video of just you talking to the camera about it. It would have been funny if I wore a white polo. I realized today I have 3 polos. No, 4. 2 black ones, 1 green one, 1 red one. And I was like, oh my God, I need more polos. I've talked about this on stream before, how I don't buy clothes. I need to buy more clothes. That would have been amazing. People said I looked like him. When I made my original video about when the situation happened, or maybe I streamed it, one of the two, people were commenting, being like, bro, I know this isn't the comment you want to hear, but you look kind of like him. And then people said I look like the guy who did the hair surgery thing around the time that I got my hair surgery. And I was like, which Try Guy do I look like? What the fuck? But this is a very bizarre thing. Like, I think he did this for the Philip Polo wear. Our polo's not some old man shit these days. I don't know. I think I was rocking a polo this morning and yesterday. Black one. I'm fine wearing polos. I don't know. Maybe the ladies aren't into the polos though. Who knows? Maybe they are. All right. Let's do this. Let's continue on. But this is a very bizarre thing.
Was the cause of it. I did that. And I can't change it. I can't change the past. I can own it and accept it and try to change how I show up differently in the future. So I wanted to say that I'm sorry. I hurt you.
Isn't it kind of a wild concept that, like, when you think of, like, obviously this happens to other people too. This isn't like the first cheating situation in the world, right? But it is kind of wild to, like, think about it in perspective, where it's like, you're going to have to tell your kids about this one day, assuming you still plan to, like, take part in caring for them. But to have to, like, tell your grown adult kid one day, be like, that you cheated on your wife, that's like a public, that's like a embarrassment, you know? And I'm sure he does feel a ton of embarrassment for this. At least it seems. But I don't feel for him, if that makes sense. It's really weird. Like, what he did is wrong. It's abhorrent. It's gross. It's very wrong in every way. And no woman deserves to feel the backlash of it all. Because women get backlash when a guy cheats on them, because then they get blamed. And it's a whole thing. Because she's online, I'm sure she gets a lot of scrutiny herself. And I'm sure she's getting slapped, with DMs. Now they made this story public, and there's probably people being like, dog, it was you. It was you. Of course, it's always the woman, But yet he's out here making a video like this. So it's a challenging thing. But, yeah, I just don't stand by it at all. So there's not like an ounce of me watching this where I'm like, well, at least he did this. It's like none of this is doing anything. But this is not the whole thing. They get into talking in a sec. This is him doing his, like, what do they call it? I don't know. He's talking about how he feels by himself. I think the parasocial element with the Try Guys and including their families and partners is what made the whole situation blow up the way it did. Yeah, of course it is. Yeah, of course it is. People love that dynamic online.
And I hope to make amends over time. And
hope to make amends over time. Hey, yo, pause, champ. I don't know if you're going to have much luck with that, buddy. You're not going to have too much luck. I'm sorry.
one step is to publicly witness the pain of my partner, Ariel.
He's probably only doing that for his own assurance. I don't know. This seems like a step that was given by like a counselor of sorts. Doesn't it? Maybe not, but it to me feels that way. Like, huh?
This is a conversation with Ariel in this video. It's painful at times. It's honest, vulnerable, brutal. But it's...
And people chirp till the cows come home and say, Max, you talk too slow. You got to talk a little faster in your videos. And you're telling me that? This guy is talking like he's got 1 HP in the tank. He's talking at like Joe Brandon speed right now.
necessary for her to move forward, and I'm grateful for the chance to witness it. As
take that out. Take that out. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. You know, when you're like hesitant to say, maybe this is like something that happens to me and like very select other people too. But you know, when you're like trying to make up your words and you're kind of like he literally, you heard a full screech. Oh my god, that something about that was so uncomfortable. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm picking on him too hard. But oh my god. This is a conversation with Ariel, bro. The fuck you mean you put this online for all this? It's weird. It's almost like he's like, it feels like a video that he sent Ariel, you know, that he like, or like should have sent her, that we didn't need to see. I don't know. Like maybe there's apparently, I mean, like you look at his channel, 64,000 people decided to subscribe. So obviously there's still a big fan base, and maybe people watch that and were like, hell yeah, brother. Good for you for doing this. She will feel so much better now that you did this. I don't fucking know.
As we were, that something so private and painful became such a public spectacle. I get why people were so outraged, and I understand that that is the reason that she can't move forward with any sort of public thing without addressing this. So this is that. This is a conversation where we answer your questions. We share what we've been up to these last 3 years and what you can expect from us moving.
And it's kind of a weird, as I already kind of said, bro, acting like it's an episode of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Was he like from Utah too? And this is like another very bizarre element of it. It's like if she went on the, like, either way she's screwed. If she went on the internet without this, people would have been like, so what's up? Well, tell us about the thing on the, now that you're back on the internet, tell us about what happened with Ned. Like, break the silence, girly. You know, like that type of shit would have been like all up and down her comments, DMs, messages, all that, right? But on the other hand, it almost feels like, and I haven't watched it all yet, so I can't quite say this yet, so we'll get through it and decide later. But it almost feels like this could potentially make things worse, because now there's more things for people to like pick apart and what both of them say, and for people to be like, well, girl, you gave him a chance. Like, you should have never done. I don't know. I don't know what the arguments are going to be. I guess we'll have to see later, but it's just like a fucked up situation. I don't know. I personally could not imagine like publicizing a situation, like, let alone be in the situation in the first place, because I don't stand for cheating. But I could not fathom making a video about a cheating situation like this in this manner.
Forward. It's about an hour long, and I know that from my perspective, I want to tell stories of curiosity and empathy, and I want them to be meaningful and have value in people's lives. So I hope that you find this impactful. So please join me for this conversation with Ariel Fulmer.
Well, here we are.
Back again.
At it again. It feels weird. It feels a little awkward.
That buzz is not my mic, but hey, man, it's so easy to get rid of that buzz in 2025. I could fix that buzz in 10 minutes. All right, audio. Any audio geeks we have in chat, you're going to have to deal with that.
Yeah. Back in a podcasting room.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I'm a sensitive person. That buzz is annoying me.
Conversations where we've sat like this.
Yeah, that's true.
But not, conversations that are meant for the public.
Mm-hmm. Is it strange to think that people are watching this and listening to it rather than just being in like a therapy setting?
Oh, heck yeah. It's terrifying.
Yeah.
It's absolutely, yeah. I mean, I'm on the verge of like standing up and walking out of this room. Absolutely.
Same.
I'm like, what the hell am I doing? What am I doing? But no, I feel like this is
That's another, I was just about to say that. So I'm really shocked that she agreed to do this. Like, a part of me wants to believe, and it wants to believe that she did this because she felt it would be her best path forward. And again, this is all just theory and me making assumptions, but her either thinking it was her best path forward and a best way for her to move on the internet without people having to be like, come on, girly, address it or whatever. Even though she could on her own terms without this, I think that could have been another way of going about it. But I also think because it was such a public-facing situation, she may have felt some sort of pressure to do this. And or maybe they spoke to a therapist that would be like, well, maybe you guys need to get online and just make a video about it. Like, I'll give you an example of this. Like, I remember Nick, and I reference him a lot, but Nick is not green at one point had like a big crisis online, like stuff to make and blah, 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 blah. And then he like took some time off, and then he was like talking about how he got all like existential and all this stuff, and and he went to go see therapy. He went to go to a therapist over this, and the therapist was like, "Well, you should just cut up a video talking about how you feel about death," and then he did. And I think that's like how some therapists operate for like content creator people. They're like, "Well, you guys should just make a video about it," you know. So that is like another like little suspicion of mine that may have played a role, but again, that's nothing. None of that's fact. It's just me making pure speculation as to why she potentially agreed to this.
I feel like this is a necessary thing.
Yeah, we've kind of been just keeping our lives very private for the last 3 years.
We have.
Just almost hiding from the world.
We've been hiding. We've been hiding from the world. And I'm not going to lie, it's been kind of great.
Mm-hmm.
It's been kind of great to be super private.
And it's ironic because we don't stop becoming recognizable figures. People still come up to us, people still recognize us. And to the extent that we're kind of moving forward in our lives, that's something that you've talked about. It's like, how can I move forward in my life without people knowing the next part of my story if they're still stuck on the 2022 part of my story?
That's kind of the thing, isn't it? And that's the whole reason that we're here, because we're stuck in 2022.
Yeah, at least as far as they know.
Exactly. We have moved on with our lives.
Yeah, we've moved on for a while
We
now.
have moved on with our lives. But
You know, I think it's strange because I don't know that they necessarily owed this to the internet. Like, I think we've all, at this point, moved on from it. Like, to be completely honest, I totally forgot about this situation as a whole. Like, maybe a couple weeks after I made my initial video talking about the cheating situation. And I was like, all right, I'm moving on with my life. And then life happened and I forgot. And then they made this and I was like, oh, this is something that it did happen. Yeah, I kind of remember this now. And I immediately remembered all the details that came along with it. But I think had they still shut up about it, no one would have like thought about this again. And it took some time for it to, but I think they probably felt pressure because of the people recognizing them in real life could have played a role in this based on their own measure. By their measure, if it's not on YouTube, it's super private. Who isn't super private? Yeah, I'm private. We're all private. They should have kept it private. They both wanted it. I know. I think something about the large following they have made them feel pressure, because you definitely don't deserve, to tell this to you don't owe the internet, right? You don't owe the internet jack shit. I talk about this with one of my friends all the time, where I'm like, we always have this conversation about oh, that's too old to post or this and that. I'm like, nobody, especially with the way content is now, I'll be watching videos from 12 years ago on my main feed. Or stuff will come up that I'll see and I'll be like, oh, my nice new video. Scroll down and it's 2019. I'm like, okay. So timeline is not a real thing on the internet anymore. But I think when you're a larger creator, maybe potentially it becomes a thing. I think it should stay private, like everyone said. This is just I don't see how this goes up from here. I see how this gets worse from here.
But as far as everybody else is concerned, we're still stuck in 2022.
Yeah.
And that brings us to the whole reason that we're here and the reason that we can't walk out of this room. Because we live in a social world, right? And we can't move on with our lives if we don't you know, move on publicly.
Like publicly reestablish the context of who we are, how we relate to each other after being so public with our relationship before.
Yeah. I mean,
it's a really strange thing, actually. Like,
they have zero obligation. I know. They literally do. Zero obligations. It's I mean, this is quite mind-blowing to me, to tell you the truth. I feel like I'm, you know, when a friend is telling you about a bad situation and you're just like, you're waiting for that one little inkling of like the good thing that they're going to tell you between it. So then you can be like, well, there's this thing, right? That's what this feels like, but it feels like that good thing isn't coming. Like, I'm not going to hear the good thing. Like, I'm going to hear some deeper lore in this.
But we can't do anything publicly without kind of addressing this first.
It didn't happen on camera. Well, it did happen on camera. It did happen on camera. That's the thing. The actual, like, thing of him cheating happened on camera. And I remember watching the video. I think I have a video and or a stream about it. And actually, one of the big drama channels, Scoop, picked up my video and used my video as evidence to create their message about it. Do you guys want me to show you this real quickly? This was like a whole thing, because then a bunch of my community members at the time were like, guess what? You're on Scoop. You're on, or Swoop or whatever. Swoop, that's what it is, not Scoop. They're like, you're on Swoop. And I was like, what? This was like a whole thing. I think it was this video that I was in. Oh, wait. Was it this one?
Strategy for good old Johnny boy, okay?
Ned. I found out your
Let's see. And funny thing is, some people were like, did Swoop get your permission? And I was like, no, but I don't care. It's kind of badass.
Oh. So a few things here that just were, they caused me to like have some pause. First, look at how they are smiling and look at each other. They're like, this isn't at their house, right? They're parked on the street. Why would there be a paparazzi there? Believe it or not, you know, I live in this town. Paparazzi are...
It's definitely this video that I'm in, though. A long Swoop video, but 100p, yeah. You spell, oh, here I am.
And I had the same.
Yeah, look, there I am. Look at that. This was my video I made about it.
Same thing to do one day. And we were here in the office, and we were doing
old office setup.
Like some PR for the cookbook. We did it, and we drove our cars separately here because I think I probably had a podcast in the morning or something like that. And I knew, like both of us were done for the day. And at 4:30, I'm like, okay, I need to go home so that I can be home when to take care of the kids. And Ned's like, oh, okay, I'll see you in like an hour and a half.
Oh yeah, like, this was it. Yeah.
Why? Yeah. What,
I used to edit like that. I haven't done that in a while, where I'd like make a face and zoom in on it. I haven't done that in a while.
Why don't I stay here and do work and I'll see you in an hour and a half? It was just such an interesting thing. It didn't even occur to me.
That video happened to be posted right.
My voice sped up.
Right around that same time frame of people finding that next story.
I cannot with this. My voice is sped up. I sound like a chipmunk.
That's why people are kind of putting the pieces together, saying, this is what happened.
But none of this would have come out if Ned had...
That's pretty surreal to think about, that Swoop used my video. I remember a lot of people came over after watching that. That was kind of cool. But that was like one of the... that was me like talking about this thing that happened on camera. And I went into this whole thing about how I think it was a cell phone video someone like took at a club, where he was like, I don't. He was either like kissing her or grabbing her or whatever it was, and was just like having a night out with the producer, and it obviously escalated from there.
In 2022, it got so big, right? The whole.
Should I pull up? I feel like I should just pull up the actual video. You guys probably want to see the actual. Let's see, the Ned Fulmer cheating video. We break down.
Cheating.
Is it ever?
Was it in this? Was this it? All right. Oh yeah, here it was. This, yeah, he's kissing her. That's what it was. Look. Right here. Yeah. Look at that. There he is with the producer.
Feels like you're cheating. You probably is.
Wow.
Yo, he was doing both the things that I said. There you go. So that was the video that everybody saw, that everyone was like, "Hey, yo, hold up." But now we're gonna go back into the pods. Now you guys have the context.
Whole scandal. It.
This is the Max Williams broadcast where you get context free.
It grew and grew and grew and grew, to the point where it just became this thing that just like got so much bigger than us.
Yeah.
And I feel like I just sort of hid away from it, you know?
Same.
And going completely dark was the only thing that I could think to do. And for the last 3 years, I've just hidden behind the scandal, you know? And now, like, now I can't get out from behind it.
Yeah, because it's a big step to like sit down and do what we're doing and to talk about it.
Right. But even like going out in public with like my kids or just going out to dinner or something like that,
Yeah.
I feel like the only thing that people see is the scandal.
Yeah. It's a big loss.
It's a big loss, but it's a really strange way to go about your normal life. You know, like I am a human who has needs. Like I want to have regular friends, and I don't want to like walk up to somebody that I want to be friends with at like preschool and have to start.
Ned uses Ariel for content so much. I hope she's not doing this against her will in any way. I hope not. I think it feels still to this moment like they're doing this for their own goodness in a way, even though that's not really a thing. Like, what's the word I'm looking for? Not goodness, but like they're doing it for their own. They needed a way to come back from a situation. This is like their way they can get over it and move on by doing this or something. She still loves him.
Every conversation with like.
Yeah, no, just you'll see. It feels chipper and like friendly and like goody two shoe or whatever. Like, yeah, the conversation's weird, but like the way their energy is amongst themselves feels like nothing ever happened to a degree. But you'll see as this progresses. You'll see there's like weird and awkward moments. That's why I wrote it's awkward in the title, because it gets uncomfortable and it gets really awkward at parts. Like you'll see, because I can easily see how someone might draw that conclusion.
My personal life is a dumpster fire, as I'm sure you know, but also, do you want to be friends with me? You know, like, I'm not going to lie. I have some really authentic friendships that have started that way. But like, I don't want to go about my life starting friendships like that.
Yeah. Yeah, you kind of want the new friends to know the context of like who you currently are as a person.
Exactly.
I remember I have met some people like made new friends or kind of introduced myself to strangers. It's like, oh, let's exchange Instagrams. I'm like, well,
right?
Here's mine, but couple of caveats. One, I have a lot more followers than you might expect. Two, all of this is pretty outdated. And three, don't Google me.
Don't Google me.
Don't Google me.
You
Just
probably don't want to
get
Google
to know me
me
first. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Weird, dude.
You don't want to be just sort of seen as the sum of your mistakes for me, or the sum of your.
But you can't unsee that. What does he mean? Am I going crazy? While he can say that, it almost feels like he undid that in this first video, right? Where he was sitting here talking to us, telling us about these things that he did. But then over here, he's turning around and being like, but you don't want to be seen as that. But over here, you were like, yeah, I'm admitting that I did do that. And so I'm making this video so that I can be seen like that. But then you're turning around and saying you don't want to? Am I going crazy, or am I playing mental gymnastics, or am I going crazy here? What's happening? Don't Google me makes him sound like a criminal predator. I know. First off, the brag. I have more followers than you. Don't Google me. You never know what you're gonna find. Like, ooh.
Pass for you.
Right.
And the challenging thing is it's been complicated for a while. I mean, we are still friends. We have children together. We go on trips together.
Right.
Like, there's a spectrum of being together, not together.
Right.
Like there's ways in which we're together, but it's like the way that everyone wants to know, like, are you guys still like an item? Are you guys still a couple? Like, no. We really haven't been at all this last 3 years.
No, we haven't.
Like, there's moments when we kind of tried, but just because you go to a Taylor Swift concert together doesn't mean that you're, that all is forgiven and you're.
No, like, people.
I imagine this is probably one of the worst parts about being as popular as they were online, is people that spot them in public and the people that don't say hi to them when seeing them, the people that are just like sniping from afar with their phones and seeing them at a Taylor Swift concert, or like seeing them in public, or like, oh my God, look, they are still together, and like, sniping them and posting them online. Like, I found them, and then people on the internet are like, oh my God, after all, they are together. It only makes the situation doubly worse for them. If someone says, don't Google me, it's all downhill from there. Yeah, Ned, don't Google me, Fulmer. I'm only vaguely aware of the Try Guys. My impression is that they make kind of gear for kids, right? Not necessarily just for kids. Like, it is for adults, too. That's one of the, like, pleasures, I guess, of the Try Guys channel, is that it's, like, supposed to be, like, a family, not family-friendly in the way you're thinking, but, like, family-friendly as in, like, you might sit down with, you and your family might choose to watch a Try Guys video one night because they're trying to make the world's best something, It might be like a fun challenge video for the family to watch or something. But, like, you can also watch it on your own. They have multiple facets. The Try Guys thing is like, they have a litany of different things they do now. Wouldn't it be more likely the kids know her personal life is messy than the mom she would befriend? That's what I'm thinking. That's kind of what I'm thinking, yeah. Her kids are 7 and 3, not really the Try Guys demographic. Yeah. The should we do that with that? Here, we'll do Try Guys demographics. Oh my God, this is a thing on Reddit that people are actively discussing. I feel like it's either middle school girls or middle-aged women or 3-year-old women who watch BuzzFeed. What the hell comment is this? Early 30s checking in. So it's like people my age. 18 to 25. There's some younger. I don't know if I trust this whole AI answer thing here. I don't know that I trust that. Maybe it's correct. I don't know. I like finding my information from like actual junior high. Someone did a study on it. Oh my God. Demographics 70 to 80% female. Our biggest group ages 18 25, 13 to 18 age range. Oh, but there's also like 30-year-olds watching this. So maybe this is a little bit incorrect. I don't know. It's all over the place. It's a wild demographic in the Try Guys channel.
Ask me, like, do you forgive Ned for what he did? And I mean,
Yo! That's a wild question. No matter your proximity to her, do you forgive Ned for what he did? That's unhinged. I'm sorry. That's wild. I'm sorry. I cannot imagine, and I'm probably thinking of this on a too personal level, but I cannot fucking imagine walking up to somebody I know that got cheated on and being like, do you forgive your partner for this? Excuse me? Excuse me?
the answer is no. Absolutely not. How can you forgive somebody for lying to you, for cheating on you? No. Fuck no. I don't even.
Fuck no.
It's.
Lack of boundaries.
Sorry, I saw red for a minute. It's like, no, the answer is no. But also I feel like forgiveness isn't the goal at this point.
Oh,
you know, we've been together for a long time. And you are the father of my 2 beautiful children. And we know each other really well. And I you know, we've worked through a lot of stuff. And the fact that I can be around you and still like have a good time and like enjoy spending time with you and enjoy spending time with my kids, like, I think that's a win.
Yeah. It's taken a lot of hard work to do that.
Yeah.
And it's kind of, as we've adjusted, we've recalibrated our relationship.
I don't feel like I'm smart enough to talk about that. Like, while I wanted to say something about it, I don't feel like I'm smart enough to say something there, right? Like, I've not been in that situation. I don't know what it's like to be a woman wanting to, like, re-seek out a man that cheated on you. I mean, the most I could say there is it must have taken a lot out of her to do that. But you said this interaction doesn't scream good time. Yeah, this whole podcast interaction screams awkward time. But yeah, I don't know what that's like. There's a part of me that like wanted to say something, but I'm also like not my position to say something there because shit, I'm just a white guy on the internet, you know?
A bit more towards a platonic friendship, and then, you know, it's just been challenging. But like, I think we're getting to a point of sort of celebrating that and really like embracing it and accepting it for what it is, as we're like grieving the past. And, you know, it's hard to hear you saying like, fuck no, I don't forgive you. But of course I get it. I mean, I can.
It's. Am I losing my mind? Help me out. Help me out. Chat, help me out here. Am I losing my goddamn marbles? But why is he over here again being like, it's hard to hear after the beginning of this video was all like, did he film that like before he did this or after or something? Because he like almost counter argued that one. Did he expect her to forgive him with the camera on? He's like, that's it. He's like, I just can't deal with this. We got to turn the cameras on and maybe she'll change her mind on camera.
You're still, as much progress as we've had, you're still very angry.
Yeah, of course I'm angry. You know,
I think not forgiving is good for the heart. Yeah.
We're talking about like
he's so gross.
Not having sat in this position for 3 years, you know, and
I think, okay, and forgive me if I'm like speaking out of place, because again, I'm not like all that. The only thing with cheating that I know is that it's bad and you shouldn't do it. That's really all I know on it. I'm not like too deep into the dynamics of it. I'm sure people that have been cheated on or are in these predicaments can speak better on these situations than someone like myself. However, I do think there's a dynamic there where something about he cheated on someone that was within their company on her. So it makes it like a degree closer for her because this is like a working person that she's like, you know, been friends with and someone that is like in proximity to her. Whereas like maybe it potentially would have felt a little, this is where I have a blurred line. I don't feel equipped to speak on this part of it. But do you get where I'm coming from there? Where it's like there's less of a degree of separation, I guess is what I'm trying to say, because of the proximity of the person that he cheated on. It's like in the immediate circle.
like, yeah, of course I'm still angry. We lost a lot. There was a lot that happened 3 years ago. It was, I mean, I found out about your affair.
Do you see? Okay. Do you guys see what I mean? Like Wi-Fi earlier, I think you said something, and I was like, yeah, just wait. The tides will shift. Their mood will change. You can see their mood changing. It's a little less chipper now. And in fact, it gets like pretty uncomfortable. Like I made it to like the 20-minute mark last night before I went to sleep. I haven't really gone past that. So a little pre-watching this part. But I don't remember it verbatim, which is why I'm going back to it with you guys. Like a further lack of trust. No one expects their partner to click into work and cheat. Yeah.
The fans. I mean, and I was so blindsided.
Cheating is shitty and betrayal, but I don't tend to get judgy about it in dying relationships because breakups are almost always messy. Yeah, and I know like some people, that's like how they go through a breakup by exercising that, which is like another strange thing that I've seen in my lifetime amongst people that I know. And I feel they're like very open about that I know. It's not my method of going about things. I don't know that I really stand for it. I think it's just like, and by that I mean I don't. It's messy. It's what you said. It's messy.
I did. That somebody sent me a picture, and I couldn't. It was like my brain couldn't compute. And it's like for some reason I didn't see what was actually there in the picture. I thought it was your sister.
Dog. This is, you know what picture she's talking about, right? The one that I just finished showing you guys like a few minutes back. That's the picture. She's saying she thought he was kissing his sister. But she's also saying that like she couldn't compute it. And I think I understand where she's coming from, because she didn't want to believe that it was him, right? Like, I'm sure it's like a thing of denial. Like, I imagine that is how denial works. Like, you see something and you're like, nah, that can't be it, you know? She ends up being cheated and having the whole thing rehashed for content. I know this, like, it almost feels like this is going to be taken down, you know? And if it does, then I'll happily take my video down too, for sure. But there's a bunch of other people cutting up videos about this.
Bringing it to you and being like, what's your sister doing in New York? It was, and I think back on that and I think like, what was I, like, how did I not see what was going on? Like, what was so fucked up in my brain that I couldn't actually see what was happening in this picture?
Oh no, I feel bad. I don't, see, this is what I mean. Is Maximilian lame? Yeah. Can confirm. It's not Maxwell, Maximius, Maximilian, none of those. If it was, I would be very loud and proud about it. I would probably make it my username. I'd probably be like Maximilian Reacts or something. MaxiPad. Yeah, that was that was like the name my like middle school bullies would call me. They'd be like, MaxiPad. And they'd say a million times, because I used to say like an insane amount, more than you guys hear me say it on stream. Your name is Max too? No, it's not. His real name's Maximum. I wish. I was best friends with like a Maximilian in 4th grade. And then Max from Belgium I was also friends with in my early childhood. I cannot believe your name is Max. I never knew that.
It was right there in front of me. You know?
I feel bad. She's like guilting herself. This is like a part of the denial stage where she's like, oh, look at me. I was so dumb to not like see this. This was in plain sight. I should have seen this. But it was like, nah, he can't diss behind closed doors. Like, he can't fucked up. And like, she's just talking about like the grieving stages of this. And that's a part of it. It's just what it is.
And then the pieces just started falling and falling and falling. And like, and then more pictures started coming in, and more pictures and more pictures and more pictures. And it is so wild how we live in this world where everything is so public. Like, you don't realize it, but everybody's taking pictures of you.
That's what I said earlier, didn't I? Yeah.
And it's kind of scary, actually. And it makes you realize that whenever you leave your house, you're like, you're not safe, you know? And it kind of like, and then after everything happened, I I sort of went into this like this weird state where like nothing was safe, and nothing and nobody, like I couldn't trust anybody. I couldn't trust the public.
You shouldn't blame yourself for someone else lying to you. Yeah, I know. And I think what happens is like you get a lot of empathetic people and a lot of people that have like a lot of like care and concern deep down, and they're like really good people, and they don't want to at the same time have everyone think they're like perfect. And so they look for other ulterior reasons, which results in them blaming themselves. Be like, well, maybe I fucked up here. Maybe I did this. Because like people in general, when you talk to people, like, you know how it goes. They're like, well, what did you do? Like you had to have done something. And like, I'm sure she's heard that by now, right? Like your friend's like, well, like what would it call? Like as a woman, I'd imagine going through this, there's probably like people being like, well, like what did you do that like distracted him from you that would make him do this? And that kind of shit, you know? So I'm sure she's heard some of that, if not a lot of it by now, which could potentially be making her say this.
I couldn't trust you.
This podcast, yeah.
I couldn't trust my friends.
Isn't it concerning?
I just stayed inside.
Isn't it concerning that 60,000, what was it, 67,000 or something like that, people already decide to subscribe? They're like, hell yeah, I love this shit. Huh?
Like, because there were cameras everywhere. You know, it was like, it was so unsafe. Everything was unsafe. Yeah, it took a long time to like get back to myself.
How did having it become such a public scandal kind of change everything for you? Did it make it worse? Did it make it easier? Did it just sort of make it surreal?
It was so many different things. And it was all tied in together too. You know, I think that, and it all, it's like the trauma of discovering that that like everything that you know isn't real. And then add to it this other part where you're sort of being watched by cameras, which isn't something that's like a part of our lives. Like, yes, we are somewhat public figures, but like we've never had cameras waiting outside of our house. Like that's not something that we're used to. Like we're not like celebrities. That's not.
Yeah.
that's not a part of our lives.
Oh my god.
And this was a.
Is this that freaking, what's that thing we used to watch on this channel? What's that thing called? Did they do that to them? What is that called? Like the Hollywood interview or something? Hollywood interviews. What the hell are those called? Chat, help me out. Is that what happened to them? What are those called? Those like interviews, they walk up to influencers and they're like, so Ned, tell me about the cheating situation. Was it like one of those? Is that what happened to them?
Period in our lives where we had like, there was like a car following us, and it was really strange because we had just, you know, found out that we were dealing with this, with this cheating situation, with this betrayal, we decided to find a new couples therapist, right?
Right.
And so we were driving to our new
Hollywood
couples therapist.
Fix. Yeah, there it is.
And so we were in the car together because we decided to drive together, and you decided you needed a snack, and so you had a Tupperware with you, and I had my jug of water, and we got in the car together because we were like, well, why don't we drive together? We're going to the same place. And so we get in the car, and we were driving there, and so you're like eating your apple as you're driving, and I turned to you and I was like, Ned, I think there's a car following us. Like, I'm pretty sure this car has followed us from our house. And you were like, oh, that's weird. Like, I wonder what that could be, And then when we park outside of the couples therapist's office, and we see that this car has a camera, it was like, I think that person just took a picture of us. And so we went inside and we talked about it a little bit, and then we had our therapy session, and then we came out, and then there were multiple people outside, and it was
people are doxing them in real
one of the
life.
strangest situations that I personally have ever been in. I did not know what to do with my face, and so my reaction when I don't know what to do with my face is
Are you guys enjoying this, or is this getting more painful? I feel like it's just getting more painful as it goes on. Are you guys enjoying, like, listening to this and talking about it? God, we need emotes in this freaking community. You can't even have YouTube emotes. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Smile.
Yeah.
That is my go-to reaction when I don't know what to do with my face. I just smile like an idiot.
That was my reaction too.
I smile like like a cat. I just smile. And
this was
so
this is the video that everyone
this is the
saw,
video
right?
that everyone saw. And
like leaving couples therapy.
we're leaving couples
It's like,
therapy, looking at each other like we don't have a care in the world. And it is because we are absolutely just beyond like this is so bizarre. What is happening right now? This has never happened in our lives ever. We don't know what's going on. Like, let's just get to our car, and we're just like, just smile, like, they're not gonna hurt us. Who are these people? Everything's fine. Oh my goodness, yeah. That was the strangest situation. It was so bizarre.
I remember our neighbors during that time were doing some roof repair work, and so there was this
there's like a construction
unmarked
van.
white van outside of our house, and it was parked there for like weeks, and we had it in our heads that it was a paparazzi van, and
it absolutely was not. But it was like the strangest thing. I thought
just for weeks, anytime you walk out the door, being like, "Oh, there's a van."
Honestly, it's wild backgrounds that make people, but I'm cool. The topic change. Yeah, like, I feel like I should skip through it a little. Like, they're just telling little personal stories, and then...
But then there's other things you tell yourself to kind of...
It's of relief when the...
It's fair to be bored. Yeah.
I was the victim of this situation, and yet when you told me, I had to like accept your guilt and your shame, and in our like society where couples are, especially married couples, like when men have affairs, women are often looked at as like, well, what did you do wrong?
What did I say?
And
What did I say earlier? What did I fucking say? I literally said that verbatim.
It is so hard to get out from under that. Of like, well, what did you do to make him look elsewhere? You know?
I said that. I literally said that while I was reacting to this. I was like, that's one of the big problems with it. Outside of the main problem.
And
there's like a part, I think it might be here, where they start tearing up a little bit.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, right here.
Like, we had so much. There was so much.
For some reason, I thought he did too, but I think it was just her.
We still have so much life left. I don't know why I'm crying.
I think it's like the loss of that dream that we both had.
Oh yeah, no, he was.
It felt like that in that time period for me too.
What happened?
Yeah, so I was like, why'd you do it? Ooh, well, the most intense question, then we'll move on. So why? Let's hear.
The dream started to break apart for me, and then rather than
the dream started to break apart,
being able to talk about it or to confront those feelings, I wanted to.
This is so awkward.
Too afraid to say how I was actually feeling, and it seemed.
Oh, the silence.
I chose to deal with it and deal with.
Yeah, Blender. What are you making? I'm very curious. Is it? It's something really tasty. I know you're making something good. My brother in Christ, you're the one who cheated. Yeah.
Things I was experiencing in a way that was really self-destructive and hurtful to you.
It feels like he's like him saying those words is doing something for him. Like, it feels like he's getting brownie points for having said that, but he's not. Which is like making this such like the nothing burger conversation. You know?
And it wasn't like anything you did or like we had a bad marriage.
He says the words.
It was about me.
Come out.
Choices that I made,
and it almost feels, I don't know, misogynistic is maybe the right word, or like, I don't know what word I'm looking for, but maybe that's the right word, where it's like he's just playing the throw shit at a wall and hope it sticks game here to her. Where it's like, why are you playing that game with her, dog? She does not deserve for that to like he just like, maybe I'll say this. Maybe we'll do the podcast. Maybe if I make you think like this, maybe we can do this. And it's like, huh? It is. He's not treating his wife like a person. Yeah.
Just actions that I took that I'll always regret. I'll always regret how much pain I caused you.
Here's more words.
And other people. You know. And I'm deeply, deeply sorry.
No sorries. Like, she does not owe him a response there. You know?
And I'll spend my whole rest of my life trying to make amends to you.
This almost feels like one of those texts that you get from an ex or something that you look at and you're like, why did this person even send this text? Why did they send this? You're like, no, I'm not going to respond to it, but why did you send this text? But it's like in real life.
And to, show up differently to lead a...
Dude, it's time. It's time. I think this, like, these grievances, or not grievances, but these sorrows of his are not going to do anything. It's a nothing burger. It's a big old nothing burger. And I forget what she's smiling about over here again.
As friends, as co-parents, what was the thing that kind of started changing things for you?
Maybe just time.
For her to feel better is what he means.
Time and, I don't know, courage. And, I mentioned making...
Obviously, I think, okay, I think I'm going to stop this there because I think we all get the point of it. I don't think we're going to get much more out of it. Like, we've understood the dynamic enough here. But one thing that I do need to say is that what we watched is something that has been made over the course of time passing. So, a couple things to keep in mind. Like, their situation is a very interesting one, I guess I'll say. And it's not great. I think this podcast was incredibly uncomfortable. I think this podcast was bizarre. I don't think she owed it to anybody to do this. I think it took some kind of courage in her to do this. And because you saw chipper moments of her. Oh, there's 15 of you in here. What's up, everybody? Because you saw chipper moments of her and her smiling and their goofiness, that does not in any way, shape, or form translate to like, oh, they shook it off. It'll be A-okay. Like, she's doing great. Like, this is something she has to deal with for the rest of her life as well. While Ned stated this is something she is dealing with for the rest of her life. Like, the situation is much worse on her end. No matter what argument is presented to me, you're not going to present another argument to me in this case that you're going to be like, nah, dog, it's actually worse for Ned. Like, nah, that's just a non-argument. I think this podcast can confuse people because of their, like I said, their chipperness and their, I don't know, their openness with one another potentially, things of that nature. But just a weird podcast that I didn't think I would be getting and seeing. I don't know why 64,000 people were like, yeah, dog, I think I'm going to hit that subscribe button. You know, it's like, well, what? If my former life partner and father of my children did this to me, I had to be institutionalized. I feel so bad for Ariel. I know that's the other part of it, too. It's like, you can tell she's very sweet and very, like, just everything. She's great. She's great. She, even that aside, too, no woman deserves to deal with this. And no dude. I can't exclude, like, yeah, there's women out there that cheat on their dudes, too, for sure. But that's not what this particular situation is. So I don't exclude that because I know in the past when I've talked about things like this, there's always somebody in my comments are like, excuse me, you aren't acknowledging that dudes deal with this too. It's like, do you not think I know that happens with dudes? Like, women are not exempt from cheating. Of course they cheat. We all do it. Unless you're a good person. By we, I'm not saying we, like, oh, I'm, like, again, at the beginning, as I said, I don't engage in it, but by we, I was meaning, like, guys and girls is what I was meaning. So this is not like a gender exclusive thing for those that want to present that argument here or whatever. This conversation is directed towards this particular Ned and Ariel situation. So, yeah, this is a bizarre format. I know I skipped and didn't get towards the end of it, but I don't think there was like more progress to be made, quite frankly. Like, it's just uncomfortable. It's a hard watch. It's a really freaking hard watch. If you guys potentially want to watch more of it on stream at a later time, we can always go back to it. Maybe someone will watch this video and they'll say, well, you were missing the moment where, or like, I don't know what the argument's going to be. Someone will be like, but at 58, you missed the part where he said this. I don't know what's going to be said, but I think we get the point. That's what matters. And I feel bad for her. So I hope the best for her going forward. I hope it gets better. It's quite the yucky situation, if you know what I mean. But I'm going to make this into a YouTube video, so hit that subscribe button if you're new here, you enjoyed this video. Or if you're enjoying the video, hit that subscribe button. And be sure to check my channel out for more live streams and internet news and drama. The channel Spill made a video about the issue like 3 years ago in the details. How he's always been kind of a gross dude. Do we watch that? I'm actually kind of curious. You guys know how I do this. I'm always really curious what TikTok says about these situations. People are always chirping on TikTok now. That's the thing. You get on TikTok and you chirp about it.
I thought we had this love that like transcended, I don't know, but it was a fantasy. I trusted you so completely.
As a woman, never do it. Never invest in a man. Always invest in yourself. If anything, a man should be investing in you. Women are better at business anyway. Women are better with money. Let's be honest, whatever it is you're helping a man like get his start in or get invested in, you probably do it better anyway. This was very much true for Ned and Ariel. She literally just stepped aside, let him take the whole spotlight. The return on that investment turned out to be horrible because men do not understand sacrifice or hard work. And it's frankly because women do so much of that for them in their stead. It's really crazy to me how much men rail against hypergamy when they are the quite literal reason for
Okay, it's a 10-minute video. We're not watching a 10-minute TikTok right now. Let's see. Are people not? Let's see. Ned Fulmer's podcast summary.
For a moment.
Damn, the girly pops are out here. No, it's because that was her life partner. It's not her fault. Yeah, exactly. Not her fault this happened. Yeah. The girly pops are out here cutting up 10-minute TikToks. Oh my God.
I just posted one, so go and check it out. And how do you think the second track? I just posted one, so go and check it out. I just posted one, so go and check it out.
What? I know you posted it. I want to hear what you just say.
So go and check it out.
So go and check it out. I just posted one, so go check it out.
And ever since then, this man's career has just gone down. And ever since then, this man's career
What?
has just gone. And ever since then, this man's career.
Why is my TikTok desktop busted? It's always so busted. This is becoming like a community thing here in this chat.
To have the complete and full trust and faith of a woman is one of the most rare and valuable things that you could ever have in your possession. And nothing makes me angrier than to see a man who had that precious, precious item and tossed it to the side like it was nothing. Women, it's hard to trust somebody completely, especially a man, because there's always that little part of you that goes,
That's sad.
This person is bigger than me and stronger than me, and that's kind of scary. The way that we fear for our lives, the things that we see on TV, the way that we are even pitted against each other, it makes it hard to trust somebody completely. So to be able to unlearn that and still piece together your trust and hand it to another person is an incredibly difficult thing to do. And so when I see a woman...
God, dude, I'm getting so old. I am so old, man. This is like the generation, like 2 generations before me talking. Oh my God. I am getting old, dog. These videos do lack nuance. Ay, ay, ay. Let's change topics. Let's do it. I need a changing topic sound. You guys remember that from like the Very Really Good podcast? Curtis's podcast, he had the like changing topic sound. I need something like that, but like not my own voice, you know? That would be embarrassing. Your rage had to de-escalate the situation. A random man started pressing the cameraman for filming. What?
What's that? Oh, damn, you gonna videotape me? Shit. Get my approval? Let me start videotaping you. Let me grab my camera. But you can't throw a camera in my face like that, huh? You understand me? Do you understand me?
Keep it here, bro.
Oh, he's
Don't get triggered. Just stay here. He's coming back with his camera out. Just ignore him.
And I'll tie you to a fucking 6-month-old herder bull, and then he'll have his way with you.
What the fuck just happened?
I ain't gonna lie, I might gotta go take a look, see what Buddy up to, bro.
No, you go by yourself.
I ain't gonna
You
lie.
want me to go with you?
No, stay here.
He's gonna go talk to him? No. They're shaking hands. He's good. I'm impressed.
That nigga's tight. But he's good. He's good.
You were shaking hands with him.
Yeah, we calmed him down. He's good, bro.
Oh, he took his hat back off.
Damn, that was a weak ass clip. Destiny thinks you should be permabanned. What else is happening in the world, dog? There's a Charlie Kirk thing has just been just soaking up my entire feed. What's this? This is Doja Cat gives a strip show while performing. What? What's going on? Oh my God. Jason DeWeen. What is oh my God, what is this? Is this fake or what? FBI released more leaked messages from Tyler Robinson. Is this fake? This is fake. Crazy part, some people actually believe this. Yeah, that's bait. I knew that was bait. Dude, there's nothing else going on. Charlie Kirk shit has been chewing up the internet lately. I'm so fucking bored of that, dog. Alright, I think I'm gonna get off a stream probably. Unless you guys got something else you want me to watch. Chat, you guys have anything you want me to watch? Let's see, what's Ludwig saying?
You know, a pedophile or murderer. Jason would not support that. Like, if someone's character shows that they are, you know, a pedophile or murderer, Jason would not support that. Like, I think that's like a fucking given. But it's also like it's such a crazy. It feels like so many people only care about this because of Jason to some degree. So they're more worried about his actions than like the facts of the matter and also the victim at hand. I don't know. That's just weird to me. But
oh, jeez. What did Jason the Ween get into? Oh, jeez. What did he do? Oh, did I go in the wrong? Was this the same clip? Alright, the duty a song is a pedophile and a murderer is what it's looking like. Oh my God. Ew. Yuck. Wait, let's see. Jason the Ween D. Oh, I see. It's his new song D. Where he met the girl that was found dead in her Tesla.
I can't forget.
What's
Hi,
this?
How are you? I can't forget.
Hi,
Good
how
to
are
see
you?
Celeste. I've been chilling, just bobbing.
I want.
I can't forget.
Hi,
Good to
how are
see
you?
No shot. A Discord message to DVD asking for Celeste. No way. David D4D. Maybe he did do it. Oh. Oh, that's why Chatters in Hassan's thing earlier were saying the person, the murderer in the car that was getting chased in Los Angeles was this person. That's why people were saying that, but it wasn't. There's footage of the girl on DVD where she was 14 on David's stream where she was 14 and found dead in her trunk, in his trunk. I don't know if I want to see that. I mean, I definitely can't look at that on stream, that's for sure. I get clapped in no time. But that's crazy. What says DVD's Jason Lewin claims he's innocent?
Just worried that I'd be an asshole for the situation.
With David?
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't do it.
He's not a murderer?
No.
Thank God, bro. Because I was still going to listen to his music. I was just worried that I'd be an asshole if I did.
Wait, what?
No, listen, he didn't do it. He literally performed the next day. If he was a suspect, the police would have been after him. He's not a suspect.
He's not just escaping.
Caroline Kwan covered it pretty in depth tonight. If you want to watch her VOD. Are you a Caroline Kwan watcher on her stream? I watch her stream sometimes. Caroline Kwan whips out bangers.
The police clutches?
No. And I'm going to perform. We're going to perform on the 20th. Me and David.
In the ween.
Let me do it. I'll make it. So.
Period.
Do you think David did it?
Wait.
Do I think he's a murderer?
Wait, do I think he's a murderer?
Yeah.
Can't rule him out.
Can't rule him out?
Can't rule him out.
Damn.
D4D. Let's see. Is he still posting or like still active on the internet? This is D4D, right? September 5th. Why do you keep deleting comments? Good luck. No, don't do it, King. This is all true. You're one of the most evil scum ever. So is that what people are trying to figure out now? Are people like, did he do it, or they are? Let's see. The missing teen found in his Tesla. She was found dead in his Tesla. She's going to listen to her award show content. Same. I don't. She loves that stuff. I know award show, that's like her thing, but I don't like it. Was searched overnight and investigated death. That's so sad, dog. Search warrant was executed at home which the singer does not own, but had been staying at. Police department were seen taking a large. Oh my God. I'm doing true crime investigation. We go from drama to true crime investigation. Also, I have a book. Chatters, I have a book recommendation. I have to show you a book that was just released. I have to show you. I have it. I have the book. Boom. True crime book. Convergence. Boom. A double murder. There you go. There you go, Chatters. Book. There's the author. There you go. It's just released. You can get it on Amazon. But it's based about something that was like based in Chicago. It's crazy. It's a crazy book. Okay. We're gonna crack this case. So he just canceled his first show, I think like yesterday night. He's not in police custody, but he canceled his show. Oh my God.
New details are emerging about a body found inside of a Tesla at a Hollywood tow yard and registered to a popular artist.
Yeah, police are now providing information about the victim. Eyewitness News reporter Ashley Mackey live in Hollywood with the latest on that. Ashley.
Rachel, John, the registered owner of that vehicle, happens to be on tour right now. David performed in Minneapolis last night. Videos from social media show his set went on as planned, the artist not addressing the ongoing case here in Los Angeles. But this morning, we have new details about the decomposing body found in the front trunk of that Tesla. Eyewitness News has learned the remains belong to a woman. We know she was described as having black wavy hair, 5 feet 2 inches tall, and she weighed less than 100 pounds when weighed by the medical examiner.
Oh my God.
The woman had a tattoo on her right index finger that said SHHH.
This is like every woman's nightmare, dog. Oh my God. Child. Wait, what's the child thing? Child. Did she say something wrong? I say something wrong. Humans believed to be. This is frightening. So that's why Jason the Ween is getting. Well, she keeps saying woman. Oh, child. Oh. But it's a child. Oh, weird. Weird. So is Jason the Ween like on the verge of being canceled for this? Wait, what's this? Jon Stewart? Oh, a 23-minute. I love Jon Stewart, but...
Stewart, and welcome to The Daily Show on, I'm going to guess, Monday. I don't know. We have another fun, hilarious, administration-compliant show. What are you doing? Shut up. Blow this for us. So
I don't think Jason I'm not a fan of his. That sort of thing makes me want to stay away more. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not a fan of his either. I don't like watch his stuff. I don't like hate the dude. I don't have like an opinion towards him. I just don't watch him.
we're coming to you tonight from a real shithole. The crime-ridden cesspool that is New York City. It is a tremendous disaster. Like no one's ever seen before.
That's fucking awesome. The gold background. For you know it, Daily Show is going to be cooked. The YouTube drama?
Can we get a W for Ludwin? Can we get some fucking W's for Ludwin? The daily uploads are going crazy. The daily uploads are going crazy. Now, we've only been doing it for like about a week now, but it's doing really well. In fact, it's doing so well, one of the videos has been causing waves in the YouTube community. Waves caused by me. Okay, why is my YouTube chat spamming L and my Twitch chat spamming W? L self-glaze. Do you really think I'm Ludwin? It's a different guy. First off. Second off, you're the YouTube frogs. You're supposed to have the side of YouTube at all times. Anyway.
Oh no, not this video.
One of the videos caused a bit of waves. In fact, this one called YouTube is Trying to Kill My Channel. And in it, I talked about some issues that actually weren't really even happening with my main channel.
Okay, hang on. Pause.
Oh, man. How we...
I know I'm skipping all over, but what's this? What's this? Addressing the recent drama. D4D case. Jesus Christ. There's a whole, goddamn, a whole cesspool of drama.
I feel like I'm living in a fucking fever dream, bro. What is actually going on? We got to talk about it. We actually got to talk about it, bro. I was going to do a full-blown regular stream, hop on here, talk about all the shit that's been on Twitter the past 2 days, then go back into my regular stream, show y'all the crib. But to be honest with you, I'm just about to talk about this and jump out of here, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You guys know me. I'm not the type to ever try to force myself to come on here and stream if I don't feel good. And the past few days, the past 2 days really, because of all of this shit, has just been fucked, bro. Y'all have seen it, huh? Y'all have seen it.
What happened?
Unfold. Now we gotta talk about it. I actually gotta come on here and talk about it. It's like it's something new every week. It feels like something new every week that nobody didn't rejoin phase because there was a that he didn't rejoin phase. Saying room, right? Norton came out, made a video saying that he didn't rejoin phase because there was a file involved, and then Banks came out and made a video, like pre-fired it, and then Norton responded, and the whole time he was talking about Tommy and some shit that happened with Tommy. And just to let it be known, this is something I had no knowledge of. I didn't know. This is not something anybody ever came to me and knocked on my door and was like, yo, Adapt, you gotta handle this shit, bro. This is on you. No, never. That's never been the case ever. And to be completely honest with you, I was on the phone with Rug about this yesterday, and I used to feel away because I never got that founder title, and Rug is in the same boat as me. We never got stamped like that, so there's a lot of conversations that we just weren't a part of. A lot of rooms that we weren't allowed to be in, right? Because we aren't founders. We were never given the founder title. And for a long time, I felt a way about that. I was like, I don't know if this is right, whatever. It's like, whatever. I look back at it now as a blessing. I look back at that shit as a blessing.
I don't know enough on this. I don't know enough on this. I thought we were going to get more context. I don't know enough on this to understand the situation. I don't know enough. All right. I'm going to move on. I'm going to call it. I can feel my brain shutting off as well. It's almost midnight in Chicago. I need to sleep. I need to freaking sleep. Thanks for hanging out tonight, everybody. Love you all. Don't know who made it to the end, but love you all. Thank you for hanging. It means a lot. I really appreciate everybody that hung out. I'm doing better. Gaming segment. Look. All right, hold on. Look what I have for the gaming segment. Bam. And I tested it recently. It's called Let's Go. Where did I put it? What was it called? N64. I deleted it. That's right. I'll re-get it. N64. We're going to play one of these nights soon. Maybe next stream or stream after that. One of these streams soon. We're going to play some N64 games on here. All right? You guys be down? We'll have a fun night. We'll do a little game. Not too much. I'm not too much of a gamer. But it's nostalgic video games. I can get behind it. So, let's see. Oh, jeez. It's probably something I did. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. Gaming channel pivot. I used to play, I don't know if the VODs are still there. Let's see. There's Wilmax 95. Don't know if the VODs are still there, but my Twitch. Let's see. Did Twitch cook all the VODs? I think Twitch took the VODs down. I used to have VODs of me playing Minecraft on my Twitch, but they're long gone. They're long gone. No. All right, love you all. I need sleep. I can hear my own voice like going. So I'm heading out. Bedtime. Love you all. Have a good night. I'll catch you all the next stream. Stay tuned in Discord. I'll post in Discord when I'm on next. Don't know when yet. Let me see my phone. 'Cause my schedule is fucking bonkers. I think maybe potentially tomorrow. I have tomorrow off. But I might take that day just to do fun shit. Because I had a gig. And then now I turned into doing a call, then doing a gig the next day. So I have a call in the morning, and then I'm going to go do fun shit. So. All right. Love you all. Love you all. Have a good night. Bye-bye.